it's your boy Zach, and we're back again with another YouTube video. And as you see, and down in the description down below, we're going to be making strawberry crunch cupcakes. But first, we're going to start by, as you know, preheating our oven to 350 degrees. But first, before we get into the video, I want you to go subscribe to ZAIRE'S Creative Corner. It's in the description down below. And I want you to go like and subscribe to my channel right now. This is going to be a two-step process, so we're going to be doing two things. But first, we're going to start by making our cupcakes. We're going to need one big bowl. Today we're going to be using the KitchenAid Mixer, and we're going to be using the blender for our crumble. First, we're going to start by making our mix. We're going to need the KitchenAid bowl. And first, we're going to start by pouring in our mix. Pouring our cake mix. Next, we're going to need 1 cup of water, 1/2 cup of oil, and 3 eggs. We're going to put this back under the KitchenAid mixer. And we're just going to set this aside for right now. We're going to come back to it later on in the video. Next, we're going to start by making our crumble. So first, you're going to need 2 boxes. One of Vanilla Jello, and then the other one of Strawberry Gelatin. So we're going to take these out of the boxes and pour it into 2 different bowls. You're also going to need a stick of butter. And we're going to cut that butter in half and place 1 piece of butter in each bowl. We're also going to need 1/4 cup of flour for each. Next, you're going to need 2 different forks. You're going to mix this butter in with the gelatin. And just as a side note, also make sure your butter is at room temperature. So we're just going to press this butter against the gelatin. Do as much as you can with the gelatin, because after we do as much as we can with the fork, we're going to use our hands and really get into there and make sure we get all the butter and the flour mixed in with the gelatin. So we're going to leave that one alone for right now. Now we're going to work on our vanilla. Push this down to the vanilla, mix it up. And if you don't like getting your hands dirty too much, you can also use gloves when you are mixing it together. After you do as much as you can with the fork, so you can take it off the fork. Now you can get your hands a little dirty. After you get the crumble mixed in good enough with your hands, press it over, we're going to need our baking sheet. So just push that up. We need our baking sheet. I line this with wax paper and no spray. No Pam, none of that. Now we're going to pour this on there. We're going to take half of it to start off. Take half of this and pour it on there. Then we're going to take half of our strawberry. We're going to mix that up, and then we're going to get the rest of it on there. Use our hands, and we're going to spread this out. So we mix it all together. This will be our topping, our crumble topping for the top of our cupcakes. You can use it on cakes, you can use it on a lot of different desserts, but today we're going to be making it on cupcakes. Now we're going to put it in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes. Don't put it in there too long because it could burn, and then you know, like when you're baking, you know the smell, so you go check on it. So I'm going to set a timer on the oven, or you can also set a timer on your phone for 5 to 7 minutes. So let's get this in the oven. Set it on the highest rack in the oven. Let that bake for about 5 to 7 minutes. So we're going to put it on 5 minutes. Start off. Let it go for 5 minutes. You can start smelling a little bit. And now, we're going to, while that's baking, we're going to take our mix, our cake mix, make sure that's locked in, and we're going to mix up our cake mix. We're going to use our KitchenAid. We're going to turn this on low. We're going to mix our cake mix for a couple of minutes. Then we're going to need our cupcake pan. Let that keep mixing. Let this mix for a little bit longer. Then when that gets done, we're going to put this into our cupcake pan. We're going to use an ice cream scooper. No matter what size it is, fill it about 2/3 full. And if you're wanting to see more videos, I want you to drop a comment down below and tell me what you want to see. And I would love to make what you have to say. So drop it down below in the comments. So now that our cake mix is done, we're going to turn this off. Get our salt spatula. Knock all that down. Might spill in the bottom of the KitchenAid, that's okay. Okay, now we're going to use our ice cream scooper. Fill it about 2/3 full. And we're going to fill our cupcake pan with our strawberry cupcakes. Tell me how your day is going down below in the comments. I want to hear how you guys' day is going so far. No matter what time of day you're watching this, I also love to hear from you. Looks pretty good. And that smell for that crumble is amazing. So yeah, when you make this, that smell for that crumble is amazing. So I highly recommend this recipe and you make this at home. Now that we're done with the cupcake mix, we're going to sit the cupcakes in there for 12 to 13 minutes on the top rack. Sit the cupcakes in there, then we're going to come back to those. Now we're going to bring our crumble over to the counter. Now that you have our crumble done, now we're going to put it in the blender and blend it up a little bit. Take the top off. Use our soft spatula. We're going to put a little bit chunks in there. Don't fill it up too much. Put our crumble in there. So it makes that crisp topping that we need. A little bit in there at a time. That's good. Put the top on. I'm gonna blend this on low. It only took 3 seconds to pour into that crumble filling. Now we're gonna pour that inside a bowl, medium bowl. That's gonna be for our topping of our cupcakes. We're gonna keep doing that until we get all the crumble. We'll keep doing that until we get all the crumbled. This is what your crumble should look like when you took it out of the pan and you put it into the KitchenAid blender or any other blender you have. This is what the crumble should look like when it comes out, like a little crumble you put on top. Now we're done with the crumble. Now the cupcakes should be about done, so let's check. It's our toothpick. They're done, so let's get our bits. Let's get them out the oven. We're going to sit them on the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes and let them cool. Let those sit for about 5 to 7 minutes. Let those cool. We're going to come back to those. Now we got our crumble and we got our icing. We'll be putting that icing on top of the cupcakes in just a little bit. Now that the cupcakes are done, now we're going to move this pan over here. Scoot this up, our icing and our crumble. And now we're going to ice our cupcakes first.